Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and this Python tutorial series. I am Aditya, and in the previous video we saw how to assign variables value and how to use variables, what are data types and what are the different types. We saw four basic data types which is integer, float, string and boolean. In this video we are going to see the operators. So in Python there are 7 types of operators. So we will just see two for now, like the arithmetic and assignment operators, while this rest 5 types we will see once we proceed in our tutorial. So also I want to mention two concepts over here, which is the taking input in Python from the command line. Command line is this CMD or the Windows command shell, and the concept of commenting. So let's first start with the comments. So what are comments? In any programming language, comments are nothing but those lines of code or those blocks of code that never ever get executed, and it's always ignored. So why they are used? So when you write a code, your code as you keep on writing it, it becomes like a very long structure of folders and files. And suppose if some new person come in, or say even you look at your code after say a month or so, you might get lost in what part of code is doing what and what part of code is doing what not, kind of thing. So to avoid that confusion, we just write small notes in our code, like a line or two or maybe more, depends on your personal understandings. So we just write those line of codes to tell us or tell the person who take over that project, to just explaining that what this block or what this line of code means. So how to do that? We use comments. So comments, as I said, are that part of code which always gets ignored. So suppose if I uncomment this, like if I remove the hashtag from over here like this, I will get an error because my Python code is starting from line number 10 and it is giving me an error. However, if I put a hashtag over here, this line will be excluded or ignored, and then I won't get any error. So to put a comment in Python, you just put an hashtag before the statement. And always remember that once you put hashtag, that hashtag is only applicable for one line. So once you go on a new line, in this case, if I go to line number 11 and if I say something like this, that will be treated as a normal Python code, which will give me an error because there's nothing such things in Python. So if I just put a hashtag, that will be ignored and it will become a comment. So this is how you comment in Python. You just put a hashtag. So now let's see the concept of input first, and then we will go to the arithmetic operators. So when it comes to input, mostly when you are dealing with Python applications, you either have a web application or a desktop application. Also, you can do command line applications, but in that case, we will use, like, to take input from command line application, we use the input function. While for the desktop application or for the web application, which is mostly like graphical user interface based, in that case, you don't use input function. So let's see how it works for only command line. So if I have to take input from this command line, which is the Windows tool or the PowerShell, I will use a input function. So let's take a variable where we will store our user input. So let's say num1. So I'll be taking a number from the user, and let's do input, and let's run this and let's see what happens. So if I run this, okay, over here, as you could see, this cursor over here is just blinking with a blank line, and if I type something over here, it will take it as an input. So how to give a message to the user to tell the user that you need to enter an input? So let's say here, enter a number. So in this input function, so this is one parenthesis, round brackets. In this round brackets, you just pass the string and you just give it like a message saying that enter a number, or you can say anything over here, doesn't matter. And now if I print this later, so let's say num1, And now if I just run this, it will say enter a number. Now if I say 24, it will say 24, which is printed over here. So this is how you take input in Python using command line. Now let's use this number and also take another number from the user. So let's say input enter another number, and we'll give a space so that we have some space after our statement to enter the input. Now we have our two numbers. Now let's use arithmetic operators to do processing on these two numbers. Arithmetic operators are nothing but normal mathematical operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So let's see addition operator first, which is the plus sign. So if I say sum equal to num1 plus num2, and then I will print sum. So let's run this program and let's see what we get. So I will say 25, 25. Now you see it is giving me 25, 25. It's not doing 25 plus 25. Why is it so? Because the input we are getting from here and from here at line number 12 and 13 is nothing but a string. So this thing is now considered as a string, and once it comes over here to sum, instead of doing addition of 25 plus 25, it is joining 25 and 25 and making it like a 2525. This is known as string concatenation. So to concatenate two strings, num1, num2, actually they should be number, but as we are taking it as an input, they are taken from the user as a string input. Okay, that's why they are getting joined. So this num1 and num2 is concatenated. So these two strings are being concatenated to 25, 25, something like that. So how to do this, or how to take a input as a number rather than taking as a string? Very, very simple. Here we do it typecasting. So we cast the string as an integer. Okay, so we will say int, and then in that we will just pass our string like this. Here also we will say int, and then we will pass our input and the string. So now if I run this program again, and now if I say 25, 25, it will give me 50. So what is happening over here? Our string, which is 25, is converted to number 25. Our another number 25, it's converted to integer, and then when we use a plus sign, it is added rather than being concatenated. Okay, so to show you how it's happening over here, I'll just comment over here. I will first, once we get the input from the user, this line becomes 25, and once when this function is executed, or when this 25 is converted to int, our num1 has a value of 25 and not 25. I guess this might make it clear. So our number becomes 25 as a number and not 25 as a string, because if we just do input enter number, then it becomes 25 as a string. Okay, so now as we have our sum, now let's do the subtraction as well. So for subtraction, it's pretty straightforward. We take a variable sub and we just do num1 minus num2. Okay, and then we just print sub. So if I run this program, let's say 30 this time, let's do 20, and here we have 50 and 10. We can also have another arithmetic operator, which is multiplication, which will be nothing but num1 into num2, and then we just have to print multiplication. Same for division, we will say num1 divided by num2, and then we just have to print division. So now if I run this program again, let's say I want a number 30 and also 20. So the addition is 50, subtraction is 10, multiplication is 600 and division is 1.5. So these are basic arithmetic operators. Now let's see another two arithmetic operators which I mentioned before, which are nothing but modulus and floor division. So what is modulus? So I will take modulus mod equal to num1 and the percent sign num2. And if I print mod, now what will it do is, let's first execute this. So if I take number as 30 and let's take another number which is not completely divisible by 30, so let's take 20 in this case. And now if I hit enter, this mod will become 10. Let's see. Oh, did I print mod? Oh no, I didn't save the program, sorry. So let's do it again. 30, 20, and then we have a 10 over here. So what is it exactly doing? Well, pretty straightforward. So in division, dividend, divisor, quotient, and remainder. So modulus operator gives us the remainder of any division. So whenever a number is not completely divisible, any other number, when I say completely divisible means using a integer quotient, then the modulus will be always greater than 0. Okay, this might be a bit confusing. So let's take another example. So let's take an example of 30 and 30. In this case, the mod will be 0 because 30 is completely divisible by 30 and the remainder will be 0. Now let's take another example where we have 30 and 60. So now 60 is bigger than 30. So 60 cannot divide 30 completely. So in that case, our modulus would be 30. Let's see. In the same way, if I take other way around, let's say 60 and 30. So 30 divides 60 completely. In that case, our modulus will be 0. This is how it works. After that, we have, so let's put a comment over here. Now let's see the example of floor division. So what is floor division? So let's write here comment as a floor division. So let's take an example of, let's first write it. So we'll say floor division equal to num1 and we use double forward slash num2. So let's put print and let's see floor division. Okay, now let's print this out. So if I say my first number is, let's take example of this 30 and 20. So my first number is 30, my second number is 20. Now let's see the difference. Here our division is 1.5. So 30 divided by 20, sorry, 30 divided by 20 gives 1.5. But when we do floor division, it do not give us the float value, rather it gives us the lower integer value or the floor integer value. So 1.5's floor value is 1. So after this, let's see the assignment operators. So I'll just remove all of this and let's go to assignment operator. So actually we will just need the input part and we will just remove this. So how does assignment operator work? So we already have here first assignment operator, which is the equal to operator. Okay, so equal to sign is nothing but assigning a value, as we saw in the last video for variables. It just assigned a value from right to left. So whatever is the value that goes into the variable which is declared in the left side. So let's take an example. So we already have actually here. So let's proceed forward. So as we saw, there was addition operator, which was we did like sum equal to num1 plus num2. We can do it in another way, which is we will say num1 plus equal to num2. And now if I print num1, let's see what we get. So if I run this code, I'll just clear screen. And now if I run this code, I say 20, 30, I'm getting 50. So what is happening over here is this expression is getting evaluated as num1 equal to num1 plus num2. So this expression is getting evaluated as num1 equal to num1 plus num2. How it is working? So num1 will get a new value by using the old value of num1. So the old value of num1 was 20. Then we added 30 to it, and then the new value of 50 was assigned to num1, and that's why we are having num1 as 50. Okay, we can do same for division, sorry, subtraction. We will say num1 minus equal to num2, and then we will print num1. So if I do it again, let's say 20, 30. So here I am getting first 50 and then 20. Now let's see how it's working. So here this expression is getting evaluated as num1 equal to num1 minus num2. So how is it happening over here is first num1 was 25, num1 was, so I'll just remove this. In this example, num1 was 20 and num2 was 30. Then later num1 became 50. How? Because this was evaluated as 20 plus 30, and then over here num1 became 20. How? So the previous value of num1 from here, that got carried forward over here, so it became 50 minus num2 as 30, and then this gave us 20. So this is how assignment operator works. We can do the same thing for multiplication, like this, print num1. We can do the same thing for division, which would be print num1, and for modulus, and also for the floor division. So we can have num1 mod equal to num2, print num1, and we can also have num1 so it goes on num2 and print num2. Actually I missed one operator in arithmetic, which is the exponential operator. So I will just quickly cover that. So let's comment all this. Sorry to go 2 and 4. So let's comment all this and let's see the exponential operator. So how does exponential operator work? So suppose if I want to print 2 raised to 3, which is 8. So 2 cap 3, something like this, or if like 2 and the 3 will go as a superscript, something like that, so it will be 8. So how can I do that? Very simple. All I need to do is raised to 3, like 2 raised to 3 equal to 2, and then double multiplication sign and 3. And now if I print this, let's see what we get. We should get 8. So here it is, we got 8. So this is for the exponential. We can also do this by our assignment operator, simply saying it like this, but we need to give raised to 3 equal to 2. And now if I run this program, I will get the same answer, which is 8. So first we need to assign it over here, because as we are not taking input from the user, which was getting assigned over here, so we are assigning over here manually by ourselves. Now let's get back to the assignment operator again. So I'll just comment this all out. Now after doing this, let's see the shift operators and logical assignment operators. So if I say num1 and equal to num2, so let's remove this for a moment and also remove this, remove this. Logical AND operation of num1. So let me tell you what it does. So let's print it first, num1. And now if I save this, run this code, if I say 5, 5, it is giving me 5. So what is happening over here? All the numbers, they are converted to binary. So 5's binary is 101. So how this works is, these are all in their power of 2. So this becomes 2 raised to 0 plus 2 raised to 1 plus 2 raised to 2. So if I elaborate this expression, so this become 1 into 2 raised to, so I'll just use the cap symbol for raised to if I get it, yeah, over here. So this becomes 2 raised to 2 plus 0 into 2 raised to 1 plus 1, plus 1 into 2 raised to 0. So 2 raised to 2 is 4. This is 0 because anything into 0 is 0, and 2 raised to 0 is 1. So 4 plus 1 gives us 5. So 5 in the binary in computer language is represented as 101. Similarly, for 4 it will be 100. So it starts from the left, starts from 0 and then goes all the way to whatever the 2's power are. So but the only thing is they are represented as 1 and 0. So if I say here, if I want to do 1 just like number 1, so I have to put here 0. So this will become 0 into 0, 0 plus 0 plus 1. So it will be 1, something like that. So this is the basics of converting the decimal number into binary number, logical ANDing. So what it does is, when I say 5 and 5, this means it is 101 and 101. And how does AND works is, 1 and 1 is 1, 0 and 0 is 0, 1 and 0 is 0 again, and 0 and 1 is 0 again. This might be very confusing, I can understand, but let me break it into simple words. So AND operators is nothing but, you can say, multiplication. So here 1, and it's actually as good as saying 1 into 1 is 1, 0 into 0 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1, and anything into 0 is 0, of course. So this will get formulated into 1, 0, 1 because it does like this: 1 and 1, which will be 101. So this one gets ANDed with this one, which becomes 1. This 0 get ANDed with this 0, becomes 0, and this one gets ANDed with this one. So this is known as logical ANDing. We also have logical OR. So here, if I do something like this, or rather just one pipe symbol, and now if I run this over here, let's say 6 and 5, I get 7. So how am I getting 7? Very simple. So let's take the same example. So now if I want 6, all I need to do is 2 raised to 4, 2 raised to 2, and this will be 0. 4 plus 2 is 6. And if I want 5, this would be 5. So how OR works is, it works like an addition. So 0 plus 1 becomes 1, 1 or 0 becomes 1, and 1 or 1 becomes 1 as well. So this will become 2 raised to 0. So 1 into 2 raised to 0 is 1. 1 into 2 raised to 2 is 4. Sorry, 1 into 2 raised to 1 is 2. So 2 plus 1 is 3. And 1 into 2 raised to 2, which is 4. So 4 plus 3 plus 1 gives us 7. So this is logical OR. So there are also shift operators. There is a left shift and there is a right shift. So let's see what they are. So let's see the right shift. So to do a right shift, so if I just remove this actually, and if I say num1 right shift, so going arrow towards right equal to num2. So num1 is right shifted by the number of digits we give in num2. So let's see how it works. So if I go over here, let's take smaller numbers. So it's easy to understand. Let's take 3 and let's take 2. So we are getting 0. How we are getting 0? Let's see. So this again gets converted to binary. So we have 3 over here. So if we have to write 3, this will be like this, 3. And also we can add multiple zeros over here. And if we have to write 2, it will be 2 like this. So now let's see what is happening. So 3 is shifted to right 2 times because we are having here 2. So let's see how 3 shifted 2 times. So if I say right shift, so 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, this is first time shifting. So 1 on the right goes off and the 0 is added to the first far left of the number. In the second iteration, this will become 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Now what if we do the left shift? So for left shift, we just do like this. So we just use greater than sign. In the right shift, we are using less than sign. So in the greater than sign. So as we have right shift, so now let's see how does left shift works. Okay, so I'll just remove this from over here and then let's do it like I'm just trying to draw a line like we have it 1 plus 2 and then a line, something like that. So just imagine this as a line, sorry for that. So now let's do left shifting of 3 2 times. Actually we don't need this in shifting, so we just have to shift this 3 2 times to the left side. So let's see the output first, what we get, and then I'll explain you how it works. So if I say 3 left shift 2 times, I'm getting 12. How? Let's see. So in the first iteration, when 3 is shifted 1 bit to the left, so it would be 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. So as we know, or as we saw in previously, when a number is shifted towards right 1 bit, the leftmost first bit becomes 0. In the same way, when the number is shifted left to the left side by 1 bit, the rightmost becomes 0. So now this becomes 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. And then again in the next iteration of 3, because we are shifting 3 2 times towards left, so this will become 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. So now let's see what we are getting. So this is 2 raised to 0 is 0. Sorry, 0 into 2 raised to 0 is 0. 0 is to 2 raised to 1 is 0. 1 into 2 raised to 2 is 4. 1 into 2 raised to 3 is 8. So 8 plus 4 is 12. That's why we are getting here 12. If you have any question about this, please feel free to put it in the comment section because I can understand this might be confusing for beginners. So please don't worry. Feel free to put it in the comment section. So thanks again for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to it. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you feel this video is worth sharing in your network, please feel free to share it. And that's all for now. Till the next time, goodbye and see you in the next video.